Any other advice you might have for our viewers?
I think the most important thing, and we've talked a lot about this today, about this fit and about demonstrating the skills that you have as an applicant. I think what an applicant has to do is think of this as a story that you're telling. If you're in a bookstore, for instance, you leaf through a few pages of a book, or you go online Amazon and you're able to get inside, read inside the book a few pages. If you're not impressed by what you read, you don't buy the book. You put the book back on the shelf, or you just go on to another book if you're online. So that demonstrates the need to have to grab somebody's attention right away and hold it in a very short period of time. But you have to think about this as a story. You have a story to tell as an applicant. So what you need to do is to, if I'm the interviewer, you're the applicant, catch my attention with your story and keep your story interesting enough to where I'm going to keep reading your application or listening to your questions during an interview. It's like a story. If you give me the paperwork, it will say hard copies of your cover letter and your application and your resume, if you want me to keep reading them and not turn them over in that 8 seconds we talked about earlier, if you want me to keep reading them, you have to tell me a good story. You have to make the story interesting. Tell me how and why you're a very good applicant for this position, because it's your story to tell. So make sure that you keep it interesting so that I'm going to keep reading.
That makes sense. We want to thank Dr. Ralph Converse for being our guest today. You can contact the company RCI International by Facebook, email, or the website through the information on your screen.
Thank you, Katrina.